It's tough in our industry.
Yeah.
We face that every day. We're working hard at that. In many aspects, I would say number one is, the tough part is that first year, right? Because if you have a strong culture, is how do you introduce, how do you show somebody, hey, I say that my value is we care for others. That's our number one. But how do I show you that when you've only been here 30 days?
Right.
You don't know me. I don't know you. So we're constantly focusing on our frontline supervisors, saying you got to make that person feel like they're at home. And it can't just be words. It's got to be truly, you get to know who their spouse is, who their kids are. You get to give them a little bit of grace when they can't show up because some emergency happened at their house. So that's one way. But the other that we're really focusing on is at the high school level. So, we're trying to find these young men and women that maybe college is not their path or their calling, and they want a good opportunity. They're early on in their stage of life where the money, if they are making $18, $19, $20, that's pretty good money for them because they don't have a ton of bills yet. They haven't made some of the mistakes that maybe some of us have through life. So for them, it's an opportunity. And I mean, we're seeing huge results on that. We've got several foremen at the age of 22. So, their peers are coming out of college, some maybe with college debt, and obviously have nothing against college. I went there.
Right.
My kids are going. But if it's not their, your calling, they're at 22 making a very nice living. And, in the industry in general, like I said, if you look at it from how much they are really accomplishing, like they can look back at the end of the day and say, oh, I built this, and I was talking to the chief of staff at Kennestone Hospital not that long ago, and he was mentioning, I was telling him what you guys do is so amazing and so important, and he was like, well, if you didn't build the road to the hospital, our patients and customers couldn't get here. And it's always a good reminder when people outside of the industry say that, right? It makes you feel some pride of, hey, what we do is important. So we kind of try to tell, we tell our people that is what you're doing is as important as any other role out there, any other job. So if you can kind of start getting people to think that way, but and I'm not a big believer in this whole young people nowadays don't want to work and all that. We've got young people that are amazing. They're very bright. The question is, are they willing to hang? Because our industry, the hours are long. Our people are working nights and they're working weekends, and it's 7 days a week. So it's a very demanding industry, but one that, I feel good that we're finding the right people. It's not easy. There's a good bit of turnover in the field.
Yeah.
Because, again, when it's 100 degrees outside and you're laying asphalt that's 300 degrees, I mean, it's just not for everybody.